friends. I have a question for you. When you've been going on your walks, have you been seeing something different outside? Have the trees begun blossoming? Are you seeing new leaves grow on branches? What color are the leaves? Are they green? Yeah. And are they sometimes pink and purple? Yes. They blossom in all different colors because it's spring, and that's when flowers and leaves begin to grow. So in light of that, we have a fun art project today. All you need is a paper, and I already drew an empty tree on it, some popcorn that we're going to use as our flowers, and paint, and finally glue. So what you want to do is you're going to want to take one Ziploc bag of popcorn and fill it up with some colors. So in this Ziploc bag, I'm gonna put pinks, purples, and violet in there. And now that they're nice and covered, I'm going to begin gluing them onto my tree. So first I'm gonna dab a little bit of purple glue wherever I want to place the popcorn. And now I glued all my popcorn onto my tree, and it's still drying, so it's hard to hold it up perfectly. Here I have green leaves and pink leaves that eventually turn into green leaves, and they turn into the big bright green trees that we see all through summer. Here we go, friends. Thank you for helping along, friends. And now to finish this day off, we will read Bam Ba Da Dum Quartery. Let's begin. Is a bear who once lived in the toy department of a big store. Day after day, he waited with all the other animals and dolls for somebody to come along and take him home. The store was always filled with shoppers buying all sorts of things, but no one ever seemed to want a small bear in green overalls. There he is. Then one morning, a little girl stopped and looked straight into Cordery's bright eyes. "Oh, Mommy," she said, "look, there's the very bear I've always wanted." "Not today, dear," her mother sighed. "I've spent too much already. Besides, he doesn't even look new. He's lost the button to one of his shoulder straps." "Uh-oh. Look, no button." Cordery watched them sadly as they walked away. "I didn't know I'd lost a button," he said to himself. "Tonight I'll go see if I can find it." Late that evening, when all the shoppers had gone and all the doors were shut and locked, Cordery climbed carefully down from his shelf and began searching everywhere on the floor for his lost button. Where did it go? Suddenly, he felt the floor moving under him. Quite by accident, he had stepped onto the escalator and up he went. Could this be a mountain, he wondered? I think I've always wanted to climb a mountain. He stepped off the escalator as it reached the next floor, and there before his eyes was the most amazing sight. Tables and chairs and lamps and sofas and rows of beds. "This must be a palace," Cordery gasped. "I guess I've always wanted to live in a palace." He wandered around admiring the furniture. "This must be a bed," he said. "I've always wanted to sleep in a bed," and he crawled onto a large, thick mattress. All at once he saw something small and round. "Why, here's my button," he cried, and he tried to pick it up, but like all the other buttons on the mattress, it was tied down tight. He yanked and pulled with both paws until pop! Off came the button, and off the mattress Cordery toppled. Bang! Into a tall floor lamp. Over it fell with a crash. Cordery didn't know it, but there was someone else awake in the store. The night watchman was going his rounds on the floor above when he heard the crash, and he came dashing down the escalator. "Now, who in the world did that?" he explained. "Somebody must be hiding around here." He flashed his light under and over the sofas and beds until he came to the biggest bed of all, and there he saw two fuzzy brown ears sticking up from under the cover. "Hello," he said. "How did you get upstairs?" The watchman tucked Corduroy under his arm and carried him down the escalator. He set him on the shelf in the toy department with the other animals and dolls. Corduroy was just waking up when the first customer came into the store in the morning, and there, looking at him with a wide, warm smile, was the same girl he had seen the day before. "I'm Lisa," she said, "and you're going to be my very own bear. Last night I counted what I've saved in my piggy bank, and my mother said I could bring you home." "Shall I put him in a box for you?" the saleslady asked. "Oh, no, thank you," Lisa answered, and she carried Corduroy home in her arms. She ran all the way up 4 flights of stairs into her family's apartment and straight into her room. Corduroy blinked. There was a chair and a chest of drawers, and alongside a girl-sized bed stood a little bed just the right size for him. The room was small, nothing like that enormous palace in the department store. "This must be home," he said. "I know I've always wanted a home." Lisa sat down with Corduroy on her lap and began to sew a button on his overalls. "I like the way you are," she said, "but you'll be more comfortable with your shoulder strap fastened." "You must be a friend," said Corduroy. "I've always wanted a friend." "Me too," said Lisa, and gave him a big hug. Okay, friends, that's all that we have for today. Thank you so much for listening and painting along. I will see you soon. Bye.